Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to continue my series on Sun Tzu and the art of war, and we are looking into the fifth stratagem that Sun Tzu wrote about in his book on how to beat your competitor and your opponents. Now, in the old times, this particular work of Sun Tzu's was mainly used in warfare, actual warfare on the battlefield. But nowadays, the battlefield is very often the marketplace, the economy, and all business owners need to work within the realm of competition, opposing market forces. And so we all need to kind of work out a way on how to be successful and thrive in a competitive environment. And so Sun Tzu's art of war is still very, very applicable, but we just need to translate it into a different type of context. Now, there are altogether 36 stratagems or strategies. And today we are going to look at the fifth stratagem. And most importantly, we are going to look at who can actually employ this strategy most successfully. And this is determined by looking at your Bazi chart. Because depending on what kind of animal signs you have in your Bazi chart, you will resonate more with one or two or even more of Sun Tzu's strategies. And it will be fairly easy for you, or easier than for other people, to implement those strategies. Now, the first thing, obviously, then that we need to do is to plot your Bazi chart. You can go to this link. I will also post the link in the notes to the video. And if you can, if you know your time of birth, that would be amazing, because we do need to look at all animal signs that you have in your chart. But if you don't know the time of birth, never mind, we will work with the rest. So once you have plotted your chart, what we are most interested in is this part here, all the animal signs that you have here. So as you can see, for this particular person, there are 4 different animal signs, yeah? Born in the year of the tiger, the month of the rooster, the day of the pig, and the hour of the horse. 4 different animal signs. Now, this is completely different for everyone else, yeah? You may have duplicated animal signs, or some people even have all 4 the same animal signs. Yeah, that's also possible. It's rare, but it happens. Or you may have 4 completely different ones, like in this particular scenario. So really just take a look and note which 4 animal signs or which animal signs you have in your chart, because this determines which strategies are most applicable for you or easiest for you to implement. Now, today, what we're going to look at is the strategy number 5, and it's called Loot a Burning House at Your Ease. Now, what this means is that essentially you are going to take advantage of a crisis that a competitor or an opponent is experiencing. And while they are struggling with the crisis, you are stepping in and you're basically taking over. And this strategy is particularly useful for everyone who has the rat and or the horse in the chart, in your natal chart. Now, some people may only have the rat in the chart. Some people may only have a horse in the chart. Some people may have both. If you have both, this is definitely a strategy that is very, very very much resonates with you, very successful if you can employ it. If you only have the rat or only the horse, you will still have an affinity, just not quite as strong. But still, these strategies work best for anybody with rat, horse, or both in the chart. Now, what this actually means is, as I mentioned, is look at your competition and pick out the ones that are in a crisis or are struggling with a very, very difficult situation. Yeah, this happened a lot during COVID in the last 2 years. A lot of companies were taken over by their competition because they just couldn't make it through COVID. So a lot of smaller companies went down and or were being taken over, were bought up by the competition. So wait until you see massive issues and problems in your competition or in your opponent's company, and then you go all out, full force, yeah, because they are struggling. They are being focused on just mere survival and like internal issues, and you can come over and kind of even uh, seem like the knight in shining armor because you're suddenly giving them a way out. Yeah, especially if you're offering them a merger or buying them out. Um, this may well be the best solution for them and for you, of course. Now, as I mentioned, um, exploit the market situation. Yeah, exploit and profit from temporary market disruptions like what we had with COVID, for example, or macroeconomic transitions, and look at who amongst your competition or your opponent is least prepared for these changes, because these are the ones that you can then take over or take advantage of. Yeah, so look at ailing or distressed companies and then you buy them up cheap. If the business doesn't pick up, then just strip the assets and liquidate them for cash. Now, if the business is promising, then just restructure the company and turn it around. Yeah, so either way, it's going to be a win-win for you. And most likely, the competition or your opponent will also consider it a win-win because they've been struggling. So you got to seize the opportunity. Now, there's also an option where you can just find opportunities to serve your clients and your customers when the competition won't or cannot. So again, COVID was a classic example for this kind of scenarios where the companies who were immediately or fairly quickly able to serve clients online, remotely via Zoom or Skype or whatever, they started thriving right away despite the crisis. Those who insisted on doing business face to face, they went under. Those who resisted the change and weren't able to adjust to the new environment, they most likely had to close down. So this is really the kind of strategy that you need to take. You need to take a leadership role in a crisis, since this is precisely the kind of time when leadership is needed. And then you become most influential. And if you have an opportunity to serve your clients and your customers when the competition won't be able to do this, you will win lifelong loyalty from your clients and customers. Yeah. So this is what is meant by loot the burning house at your ease. And this is what you can employ if indeed you have the rat, the horse, or both of them in your chart. All right. I hope this helped. If you do have any questions, any comments, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to hear from you. You can put your comments in the comment section below or contact me directly. I've got my contact details in the notes to this video. And I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, get the word out, share the video, and like the video. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much.